My name is Celeste Simoes. I live in Portugal, and I'm a teacher of English here in Portugal. I teach English for about 23 years now. I'm also a member of our National Portuguese Teachers of English Association. So we do conferences and seminars in Portugal, and we do teacher development sessions as well for teachers in Portugal. I'm a teacher trainer as well. I do course books for secondary level students. What else? I have a PhD in translation studies, and I studied Louisa May Alcott's Little Women. Also collaborate with the American Embassy in their workshops. I'm trying to do a visit with my students to the embassy in Lisbon. I'm going to have a session, a Fulbright session, also in my school, to let students know if they want to go to the USA and study there, what scholarships they can apply to or whatever. So I try to do as much as I can to help spread the word and to help talk about the American way of living, the American studies, okay, the American system. I think the most important thing is the kind of experience I had, experiencing the real life there, and to get to know real people, you know, because you learn from books and you learn from TV and from films, but going there is completely different. And I now can teach my students in a completely different way. I can talk to them and explain the things I've seen, and I can show them photos of me being there. I usually talk to them about the museums where I went, the places I visited, and that I think is the most important experience of all. One of the things that, and Isham said that as well, one of the things that struck me the most was the difference in dialects and the variety of the American, the Englishes that you have around. And I was not aware of that, because in class you teach the British English and the American English, but then I cannot do that distinction anymore, because there's British English, okay, but there's American English, but there's one American English here, another one there. So it's different. People from different states have different ways of pronouncing things and have different words to say the same things. So this, I was not aware of it, and that was really very important to me. Okay, one of the things that really got my interest, okay, was that. Something else I really loved, and probably it was my favorite part of the program, it was when I went to Kalamazoo. It was just a tiny little place, but I had the full experience. And we had a guide, Cliff. He was absolutely fantastic. We went to a musical. We went to an ice hockey game. In a small town, there was a music festival in the museum. There was an international festival at the university, okay, and it was filled with life, you know. And in a small town, how can everything happen at the same? It was all at the same time, because we stayed there just for 5 days, and everything was happening at the same time. So you could go to a lot of different things and experience a lot of different things in the same place, in a little place. And okay, that was fantastic. Also the home hospitality, it was great, because I went to stay with a family, and experiencing the meals with them, because they cooked the meals for me. They presented me to their neighbors and to their friends. They took me to a pub. All this experience, that was enriching. Yeah, that was the experiencing the real life. That meant the world to me. It was really very, very good. And I can bring that to my course books. The course books I write, I can bring that life into the course books, which is great. okay? Because I know what I'm talking about, because I live that. That
exactly.
is great.
You have that experience.
As well, was going to TESOL, to the convention, the teacher convention in Portland, because I usually go to IEW in Europe, because I try to always be updated in terms of didactics, of pedagogy. But going to TESOL, is bigger, yeah, and it's more academic. So I brought a lot of theory with me, also a lot of practice. And it was great because during TESOL, I met one of my tutors in an e-teacher course I did with the American Embassy. So I met her there, and also another participant in the course. It was a course of critical thinking I did in 2010, and I met them there, which was great.
Oh no!
That I brought with me is that whenever I do teacher sessions now in our national conferences, I try to give them resources that I brought from the USA. Okay, so I present them with websites or with materials that I was presented there. Okay, in terms of linguistics or whatever area. Okay, also. One of the resources is the American English website. They have a Facebook also. And I did a work with my students. They wrote poems about friendship because we were talking about the topic. And they did fantastic poems. And so I contacted the administrator of American English. And so he accepted to publish my students' poems. So they are online.